Okay, good evening, everybody. My name is Alan Noble, and it really is an honor and a privilege to be sharing this information with you this evening. Just a little bit about myself before we get started here. I'm originally from Ireland. I now live in Dallas, Texas, actually Frisco, Texas, officially the fastest growing city in America. And love it here. Love working and living in America. Been here for quite a while, and as far as this presentation is concerned, what's really important is that I've been associated with this great company for about 9 years. In fact, just over 9 years. And I will tell you, my experience with Asea started when I went looking for something that could help a family member. It was actually my father. He had a tremendous experience with the technology. Then my wife, who's also from Ireland, you can see in this picture, Tanya, she had a tremendous experience. And then even my youngest daughter, the one with the little white earmuff, she's also had a profound experience. And so what I'm going to share with you comes from a place of tremendous passion. This technology I'm going to introduce you to has impacted 3 generations of people that I love and care about. We haven't impacted the little dog yet, Evie, but we're getting there. And so we're going to start by telling you a little bit about the tremendous breakthrough, what we're calling the greatest health, athletic, and anti-aging breakthrough of our lifetime. I'm going to introduce you to a category creator, a technology that's 10 to 15 years ahead of its time, and that science had said was impossible, could not be done. Now, that's going to take about 20 minutes. When we're done going through the breakthrough, I'm going to introduce you for about 10 minutes to the tremendous opportunity that has been created because of this breakthrough. The bottom line is breakthroughs create opportunity. So here's where it all begins. It all begins at the cellular level. You live and die at the cellular level. And as science looks deeper inside the cells, they've discovered a very special set of molecules called Redox signaling molecules. Now, these molecules are made inside your cells. Okay, they are native to your body. We're not plucking these from a tree or a bush. They're made in your cells. You're making them right now. They're basically a byproduct of energy production. And for the longest time, scientists thought these molecules were really just that, just a byproduct, like exhaust fumes coming out of the back of a car. It's really only in the last couple of decades that science now understands these molecules are absolutely foundational to our cellular health and well-being. And they reach into every single aspect of our life: cardiovascular health, nervous system, immune system, respiratory system, digestive system, all the systems and functions of the body. These molecules play a critical role. There are also thousands of books and review articles written on this area of science. Leading scientists are talking about it. The government is giving grants to universities to study it. It is a very, very fast-growing area of science. Why? Because it truly is key to cellular rejuvenation and renewal. And again, foundational to healthy cell signaling throughout the body. Now, if these molecules are made inside your cells, then why are we talking about it? Everything's fine. Well, here's the challenge. With age, stress, environmental toxins, we begin to make less of these molecules. And so what happens is our cells just don't work as well as they used to. The whole cellular healing process becomes slow, it becomes sluggish, and you begin to see and you begin to feel the visible effects of aging. And so common sense would say, hey, take a supplement. We've been taking vitamin supplements for 80 years, 90 years. Take a redox signaling supplement, put more into your body, help your body work better. And that would be a really good idea, except science had said that was impossible. These molecules are very, very reactive. They're very fleeting. They only hang around for split seconds. I call them fleeting angels. They do their good work and then they're gone. And so think about how do you create a spark, catch it in a glass jar and bring it to the party at the white weekend to light the barbecue. It's a spark. it's fleeting. You can't stabilize that. You can't hold it in a moment of time. And that's what science had said was the challenge with creating a redox signaling supplement. Well, here's the great breakthrough. We literally achieved the impossible, and we created the world's first and only redox signaling supplements in the world. Now, I'm going to get into just a little bit of detail on how we did that. I don't want to get lost in the science, but I think this is important because if I don't address it, it kind of becomes the pink elephant in the room, because we're all trained with a health supplement to look at the label. We're used to the nutrition business, and so we look at the label, and the label's going to confuse you if you do not understand this slide, because the label says the ingredients are water and sodium chloride. Well, that's salt water. Is this just a blue bottle of salt water? No. What we do is we start with salt water. Why? Because it's the same basic ingredients that your cells are making these molecules out of. Remember, your cells are little bags of salt water, and we're making these molecules out of that salt water. We pass the salt water through a very complex 3-day process, breaking it down and restructuring it again into trillions and trillions of these redox signaling molecules, and create the world's first and only redox signaling supplements. Now, we've got two here. We've got Asea Redox, cellular health from the inside out, that's our water, and then we've got Renew 28, cellular health from the outside in. It took us 5 years just to go from the Redox breakthrough to the Renew 28 breakthrough to put this in a topical gel. And we'll talk about that a little bit more. Now, anytime you're coming to the marketplace with something the world has never seen before, I think it's really important to get third-party validation to really prove to the world that this is real. So we went to one of the top independent laboratories in North America called Bioagilitics. Half of their workforce are PhDs. They work with some of the top pharmaceutical companies in the world doing independent testing and verification. And they test every single batch of Asea and Renew 28 to verify and certify that they do indeed contain these very powerful redox signaling molecules. Molecules that are native to the body, they're 100% safe and totally non-toxic. Now, on the label of Asea, I don't know if you can see that, but it says cell signaling supplement. I want to address this idea of cell signaling. Very simple analogy. Imagine your house goes on fire and you call the fire department, but you've got a very bad cell signal. Okay, you've maybe only got 1 bar, or maybe you've no bars, and the fire department don't get the message, and your house goes up in smoke. Okay, but what if you could increase the signaling, the cell signal, pun intended, and the fire department, they've got everything they need to put out the fire, but it has to be communicated to them. And you see, that's what's going on in our body. We've got this breakdown in signaling and communication, and the fire department cannot get the message. Now, most of the world in health and wellness are focusing on the fire truck. We are the only company in the world that focuses on the cell signal, and it is truly the missing link for so many people and why so many have got phenomenal results from our technology. Now, we went then and did independent studies to prove that this is a cell signaling supplement. Hey, that little analogy is all very fine. You know, it's a nice little picture to tell a story, but is it actually correct? What we discovered is that this technology, the Asea Redox, can increase genetic expression by up to 31% in only 8 weeks. Now, let me explain what that means. All the information to run your body is in your DNA, but that information has to be expressed. It has to be communicated throughout your body. We increase that communication by up to 31%. And this has a very, very big and direct impact on these 5 major areas of health. I would say 95% of people walking into a health food store, these are the solutions they're looking for. And we've got a technology that covers this at the profound level of genetic expression: hormone health, immune system, inflammatory response, cardiovascular health, and healthy digestion. Now, let me just go one step further. Just one of these gene signaling pathways impacts another 15 pathways. So I'm only giving you the tip of the iceberg here. 15 other pathways: insulin signaling, spinal cord injury, thyroid stimulation, ovarian infertility genes, NFR2 pathways. This NFR2 pathway has a dramatic impact on antioxidant production. And guess what? That was another thing that we saw with this technology, that it had a profound impact in firing up and activating your antioxidants up to 800%. And we're talking some of the most powerful antioxidants in the body: glutathione, superoxide dismutase, many, many, many times more powerful than the antioxidants from fruit and berries. So let me tell you my wife's story very quickly. My wife, Tanya, had all sorts of discomfort in her lower back and hips after the birth of my oldest daughter. And we tried endless antioxidant products and nothing worked. It was almost like I kept coming home with light bulbs, but she was still sitting in the dark. Then one day I came home with the power supply, and it was like, boom, the lights came on. And in 24 hours, my wife had zero discomfort for the first time in 10 months. 24 hours after drinking Asea, zero discomfort, first time in 10 months. Absolutely astonishing. And so, like, we have a little nickname for these. We call them antioxidant activators. Another study that we've done is on athletes. We noticed athletes were running further, faster, longer, harder. They were going harder and then recovering faster. And so we wanted to find out why. So we did a little mice study. We got 2 sets of mice. Okay, imagine them in their little leotards and their running shoes. We get 2 sets of mice, and we give 1 set Asea. The mice on Asea ran 29% further before hitting exhaustion. Now, mice don't run 29% further for nothing, okay? And so we wanted to see why that was happening. It was very similar to what we were seeing with our athletes: better endurance, better recovery. Why was it happening? What we noticed was a very significant shift at the metabolic level. We were shifting the fuel supply away from simple sugars, glycogen, into fatty acids. Much, much better source of fuel, but harder to tap into. And if anyone's been to the gym doing an hour in the treadmill every day and they're not losing weight, you know why. You're tapping into your sugars, not your fat. Drink Asea 30 minutes before exercise. Not only will you get much, much better performance, but your pants might even start to fit you a little bit better. Now, there's many athletes that are figuring out the Asea advantage. We have gold medal Olympic swimmers that love this technology. Allows them to train harder, recover faster. It's perfect for Ironmen, triathletes, marathon runners. Look, even bodybuilders, weightlifters. We see just tremendous results because it's impacting the body at a profound metabolic level. Now, let's shift gears into the gel. We've also got a ton of science on the gel. 16% improvement in skin cell renewal. Let me focus on that just for a second. Why do we call Renew 28 Renew 28? Your skin cells, we're constantly renewing our cells from the top of our head to the tip of our toes. Our skin cells should be renewing themselves every 28 days. That's healthy, vibrant, young skin cells every 28 days. But as we age, we've less of these molecules. That cellular renewal process becomes slow, it becomes sluggish. And that 28-day cycle turns to 30 days, to 35, to 40 days, 50 days, even up to 60, 70, 80, 90 days, and you begin to see the wrinkling, the crinkling, the sagging, and the bagging. What if we could take that cellular renewal back closer to where it was when you were younger? You would start to look younger. You would start to see some of the improvements that you see here. And this is what's so profound. We were able to, in just 4 weeks, take our cellular renewal rates back 16% closer to where they were when you were younger. And so what I love to say here is so many different cosmetic products and anti-aging and beauty products, all they're doing is they're putting a coat of paint over a crumbling wall. What we're doing is addressing why is the wall crumbling, and it's this cellular renewal, okay? And when you fix that, guess what? Smoothness, wrinkles, elasticity, cellulite, you see improvements in all of these other wonderful things. And so this is, again, impacting the body, not at a superficial level, but at a very profound level of anti-aging, even possibly age reversal at the cellular level. And so what have we seen? We've seen benefits of people aging slower. How would you like 10 years from now to look 3 years older and not 10 years older? That would be pretty cool. What about skin challenges, first aid, discomfort relief, general health? I'm going to go through all these and show you some photographs. I love the before and after photos because seeing is believing. So let's get into some of these. Look, these are pretty simple. You can see the difference. All of these are in 28 days. You can see a tightening of the skin, an increase in the elasticity, reduction in wrinkles. Basically, this incredible anti-aging effect. Here's another couple. I love this one. A friend of mine said, is that a mother-daughter? No, it's the same person just using Renew 28. Here's one that's 4 months. Okay, now the lighting's a little different, but you can definitely see the continued improvement in this anti-aging benefit of Renew 28. Age spots, scarring, all sorts of marks and blemishes. When you improve the cellular renewal and turnover of the skin, these things start to improve. Skin challenges. Let me just focus on the one on the left here. Sorry, the right. You know, irritation, redness and irritation. Teenage kids. It's epidemic. And what are there alternatives? These toxic medications, toxic ointments that are not good for their skins. I believe that every single teenage kid deserves to know that this technology exists. It is a healthy, clean, toxic-free solution for redness and irritation, okay? It's not just for the face. It's not just for the neck. It's for the arms, for the stomach, stretch marks in the stomach. We even did a cellulite study. I don't have the pictures here, but we do have those. It's quite incredible improvement in cellulite on the buttocks and thighs. And then what about the bumps, the scrapes, the bruises, the cuts, the stings, all of these other things? Remember the increase of 50% skin blood flow. Here's a picture just 75 minutes apart, okay? Again, tremendous, tremendous healing. When my kids fall off their bike or they get a cut or a bump or a bruise, they are smart enough to go reach for the Renew 28 because they know if you can activate these molecules and that healing power that is inside all of us, it's amazing what can happen. We also discovered that this gel has an amazing impact on discomfort, aches and pains, wrist discomfort, shoulder, elbow, wherever it is. If you apply the gel 3 times in 5 minutes, 3 times in 5 minutes, we see about 90% of people getting tremendous relief from discomfort. And so here's some thermography showing kind of the before little hot spots and then after kind of the cool blues and greens. Again, different parts of the body. Just amazing what the gel can do. Here's one of my favorite pictures. The story is here, this guy had a pretty serious challenge. He was out of work, and I think he'd been out of work for over a year. He started using the gel, and you can see the transformation in 22 days with this gel. He was so impressed with that transformation, he started drinking Asea Redox. And within another couple of weeks, he was back to work for the first time in over a year. And so here's a man not only getting his health back, but he's also getting his financial dignity back. That's the kind of things that this technology can do for people. So when we say it's life-changing, this is the kind of thing we're talking about. So what are experts saying about our technology? Well, Anne-Louise Gittleman, written many, many best-selling books on health, believes that it is the greatest advance in lifestyle medicine. Here's the important part, which harnesses the power of your own body to keep it well. That's what it's all about. Dr. Gary Samuelson, the atomic medical physicist that was part of the science team that achieved the impossible, this technology has the potential to spearhead the greatest advances in health that we have ever seen. Now, in addition to Redox, we have expanded. When you've got this incredible gel, you then don't want to put a lot of other toxic ingredients on your face. And so we came out with a very, very clean, toxic-free skincare system called Renew Advance. Cleanser, moisturizer, even a super concentrated Redox serum for those little trouble areas. And then just recently, we just launched Asea Via, our nutritional products. And I'm just going to share a little bit about these. These are really exciting nutritionals, cutting edge common sense. That's what I call them. The world is very familiar with these areas of health: whole food nutrition, digestive health, and anti-aging vitality and energy. Let me just show you a little bit on each product. Again, this is not a full presentation, but sourced 100% whole food plant-based nutrition, zero synthetics, and you're talking about tremendous quality, diversity. There's over 26 superfoods from land and ocean in there, tremendous bioavailability. We've taken some really cool technologies like fermented technologies and enzyme technologies to really drive that nutrition into the cells where it's needed. Very, very advanced micronutrient supplement. Then biome. Many people are now realizing the gut is 70% of your immune system. There's more neurosensors in your gut than on your spine. That's why it's called the second brain. And this is a tremendous formula, wide range of 16 probiotics, then the prebiotics to feed the probiotics so they can flourish, and then some herbal digestive support. It's a really great holistic gut health product. And then our anti-inflammatory, immune-boosting, energy, vitality, mental acuity product, LifeMax. Also youthful appearance, some really cool ingredients in there as well. So these are our three products. Let me share kind of how this all comes together. I want you to think, again, our bodies are in a constant state of repair and rebuilding. Think about this idea that your house is in disrepair and you've got to have the materials. You need the roofing materials and the window materials, the flooring and the concrete and the wood and the nails. You need the building materials. Think of nutrition and these products, Asea Via, providing quality materials for your body to use. But what if no labor shows up? Or what if the foreman doesn't show up to give the right signaling and communication to get the work done? You see, that's what Asea is. And for so many people, that is the missing link, as I said earlier. And so with this combination, Asea is the only company in the world that can now offer your cells, your body, your health, the materials and the labor to get the work done. Nobody else can do it, guys. There's lots of companies that have nutritional products. We think we've raised the bar on nutrition with these formulas. These are well above average formulas, very, very exciting formulas. But you know, a lot of companies have nutrition, but there's no other company in the world has the labor, has the signaling and communication. And so we believe that we really do offer the complete package, making Asea the global leader in cellular health. Very, very exciting place to be. Now with that, I'm going to shift gears. If I've just made this big pronouncement that we are the global leader in cellular health, and this is a massive, massive industry with tremendous interest as more people take responsibility for your health, let me ask you a question. Do you think there might be an opportunity there? And so for those of you that are interested in learning more about the Asea opportunity and how you can partner with us and help take these amazing products into the marketplace, let me tell you the story of Asea. It started with these two remarkable businessmen that had figured out how to stabilize this technology, and their goal was to sell it to a pharmaceutical company for a lot of money. In the meantime, they got a handful of people using the product. I believe it started with 40 people. It grew to 135 people. And many of these people just got life-changing results. I kind of like the pictures I showed you. At the same time, the pharmaceutical company flies in and says, we want this. We know what it can do. We know the power of these molecules. And we're going to write you a multi-million-dollar check with one condition. Every single individual has to come off this product, even those whose lives are being changed. And I want you to understand, what I'm giving you an insight here is to who Asea is. This is the culture. This is the ethos. This is the character of this company. These founders said no. They said no to the payout, and they said yes to the people. And that was making a decision that placed people and principles ahead of pure ego and economics. And this is one of the reasons I'm so proud to be an Asea associate and to represent this company telling this story around the world. Now, let me tell you what we have done over the last 9.5 years. We're profitable since year one. We own our own manufacturing facility. We've distribution centers all over the world servicing over 30 countries. We've achieved well in excess of $500 million in sales. We have grown every single year. We're on track for a record-breaking year, and we have changed tens of thousands of people's lives with this technology. How did we do that? We turned to the oldest, most effective form of marketing, word of mouth marketing or network marketing. Let me just explain this very, very quickly. I think today most people are familiar with this type of marketing, but just in case, let me explain it. There's only two principles to understand. The first is we're always recommending things, movies, books, cars, holiday destinations, restaurants, whatever. We're always recommending things, but we rarely get paid for those recommendations. Instead, that money usually goes to the middlemen or the advertisers, people who aren't even using the product, people who probably don't even like the product, the movie stars, the athletes that are getting paid to endorse something that they don't even use. To me, that's not very ethical. Our marketing is much more ethical. We allow you, a consumer of our technology, to introduce others to this incredible company and our products. And then the company will send you a thank you check for making that referral. They don't have to pay these middlemen. They can pay you the commission instead. Somebody who actually uses and believes in our Redox technology and our Via nutrition, okay? Now, that's basically the premise behind network marketing or referral marketing. There's only one other thing to understand, and that is you can do that all by yourself, or you've got the opportunity to build a team, an organization, just like building an insurance agency with insurance agents, or a realtor building a real estate team with other real estate agents. You can build a team and you can earn beyond yourself. The bigger your team, the bigger your income potential. And so I like to call network marketing the next evolution to franchising. You see, in a franchise will build a distribution network through which their products flow. The most famous example of all is the big yellow M with 3,000 restaurants around the world, all distributing their burgers, fries, and milkshakes. Well, we do the same thing. We build a distribution network of people, not bricks and mortar, not restaurant, but individuals like you and me, through which our products flow. There's only one other thing to go, and that is every single individual can also build their own distribution network, okay? See, a fast food franchise can't go build their own network. They can only be part of the parent company. In network marketing, and this is why we call it franchising squared, or the next evolution of franchising, is each individual can also build out their own distribution teams. And this takes leverage to a whole new idea. Now, Robert Kiyosaki wrote a book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He said the richest people in the world look for and build networks. Networks of distribution. Everyone else just looks for work. So you've got an opportunity to build a team as big as you want around the world, and there is no ceiling, therefore, on your income. Not only that, but you have the opportunity to build a residual income. Do the work once, but get paid over and over and over and over again. When you've got unique, quality, consumable products that get results, particularly if you can't get them anywhere else, people have to keep coming back to you and to Asea to repurchase. And so your income is based on that product consumption, which means you can go on a big long vacation and people are still consuming the products, which means you're still earning your check. That is what leads to true financial freedom and lifestyle freedom. So one other thing to talk about, and that is global income. Imagine the opportunity to build a business all over the world. You might know someone who knows someone who knows someone who knows someone in Australia, who knows somebody in Asia, who knows somebody in Europe. Your business can literally go across all time zones. And what does that mean? That means you can earn as you sleep. You can literally earn as you sleep. So think about a business opportunity that allows you to impact people's lives in a profound way, allows you to earn way beyond yourself, no ceiling on your income. That can become a repetitive, ongoing residual income, which no longer requires you to show up. You're not exchanging time for dollars, and you can build it all over the world. So your business never sleeps. I mean, I have a degree in international finance. I graduated top of my class. They didn't teach me this stuff in college. This is a really, really powerful business model. So what do you want to do? We've paid out millions of dollars to thousands of associates. Some of our associates just simply want to get product paid for. Others are covering the cost of car payments. For others, it's mortgages or replacing full-time careers. We've even created our own $1 million income earner club. Okay, so really the sky's the limit, whatever you want to achieve here, part-time, full-time, or big time. Our timing is absolutely immaculate right now. We are in liftoff. There is tremendous, tremendous energy. We spent the first 9 years laying the foundation for this company. I call that chapter 1. And we now, with the launch of Asea Via, really begin the second great chapter in our history. And so the timing could not be better. We're on a record-breaking year right now. It's literally every week seems to be our biggest sales week ever. And this is the time when serious entrepreneurs are really drawn to a company like this, right when we're in that curve where there's tremendous acceleration of growth, post-risk, pre-momentum. Let me cover how to get started. If you like what you've seen here, it's very simple to get started. Get back to the person who invited you onto this call. Enroll as an associate. It's only $40 to become an associate. You get your own website. You get your own virtual back office that allows you to track your business as it grows. A one-time enrollment order, okay? You can choose from a whole series of enrollment orders. Some of them have some discounts attached to them, and some have little free sample tubes. I also encourage you to sign up for auto ship at the time of enrollment. That auto ship won't come out till 30 days from now, and you have 30 days to cancel. It's a very user-friendly auto ship. But I would encourage you to start like you actually mean to be successful here, okay? Tell your mind, your subconscious, that you actually intend to be successful. But auto ship also allows you to take advantage of our loyalty rewards program. And these are points that you can accumulate to cash in for free product. And it's a really good program. When you sign up for auto ship at time of enrollment, you're going to get bonus loyalty reward points on that enrollment order, and then bonus points on your very first auto ship order, okay? So take a look at that. Again, if you have any questions, please get back to the person that invited you onto this call. I will tell you guys, I've been with this company for 9.5 years, and I am more excited today than I've ever been before. I believe that in the next 3 years, we will do more business than we've done in the last 9 years. That's the kind of movement that we're experiencing here. So I would encourage you, get back to the person who invited you onto this call, get all your questions answered so you can make an intelligent and informed decision about your health, the health of your loved ones, and your own financial future. And if you've decided to join us on this great journey, then I want to be the first to welcome you on board with Asea. This is Alan Noble wishing you a fantastic Thursday evening, and I'll say good night. Good night, everybody, and thank you for your time. Bye-bye.